it's come to my attention that I have not been abusing the estates that much, and now that I'm Orthodox, I do actually kind of want to start doing that. I'm going to seek the support of the clergy for some patriarch authority. My legitimacy is kind of neither here nor there right now, anyway. And my prestige is really high, so I don't mind. I think I also want to recruit an Inquisitor, a skill 3 Inquisitor for half the upkeep cost. And then I'm going to ask the burghers for a contribution. Okay. I could gain 100 admin right now too, and they'd lose 20 loyalty. Am I willing to do that? Absolutely. The Slokta, I don't think I want to do anything. But I will put this guy up here. And that gives us enough to take next tech level. Which we will, and start taking humanist ideas. Good. Also, I've got about 5 years before the truce with Novgorod is up. I'm going to start fabricating claims on Bukhara because I'd like to go to war with them. Which would be the best ones to claim? Bashkird's a gold province. Perm has Perm. This is where Perm is, and Perm's territory is all up here. I did send these guys, resend the colonists, right? Yeah. So let's just send these guys. No, not improve relations. Where is it? Build spy network. What else do I want to do? Yeah, I'll find something to claim. I think if I do take provinces from Bukhara, the first ones I would want are probably Kurgan and or Iglino. Probably these three actually: Perm, Bashkir, and Iglino, because of their trade goods development and really that's it. Gold. I think that'll be my first gold province, unless one of these gets gold. Not one of these. I mean, like, one of these two. The next two that I colonize. They have a lot of fur, though, so... Does anyone else have gold up here right now? Just Bashkir. Looks like it. Oh! You can hover over uncolonized territory to see what the likelihood of them becoming certain trade goods are. 32% chance fur, 25 naval supplies, 25% copper, 11 iron, and 5 gold. Alright. I never knew that. That's cool. I will have to keep that in mind for someday. And I want to see if I can pay back a loan. No, I need 10 gold. And I have 10 gold. Let's repay that back. Yeah, I know I pay the same amount no matter what, but I don't want to forget about it and invest the gold in something else. say like building buildings or something. But yeah, it's again, so it pays the same amount, but it's more out of knowing how I think and knowing that I am a forgetful person sometimes. Native Uprising Comey. Our ships have arrived in Danzig. I'm thinking Great Horde Separatists are at 90%. I think I'm going to send these guys down to Theodoro. And then I'll declare the war against Bukhara as soon as I have the claim, and also after the Kazani separatists have fired. I really need to build up my armies. That is my mission right now, right? Yeah. But kind of want to be low and free. We've got the armies to take on most of our neighbors right now. The only one I'd be hesitant to fight in a full-on war is the Ottomans. Send the colonists up to Obdorsk, start colonizing there, move our babysitters up. We are on the native repression policy, so we have the same native uprising chance as most people, but I don't know. Maybe late game I might change to native coexistence policy, but right now I want those colonies to grow quickly. Crimea have insulted us. I can create a bunch of cores, or not cores, a bunch of states, and then I do have to core them as well. Let's go deal with those guys. I shouldn't need to move these guys in, but I will just in case. And then I'll move these guys up to Kazan and prepare them for the next war. Now, when I declare war on Bukhara, it's very possible for them to come around and smash my colonial armies up here. But if they do, I'll rebuild. It'll be fine. Tabaristan looks like it's pretty big, based on the position of its name and considering how big I usually think it is. What is Bukhara's aggressive expansion against us? 33 only? What is Kazan's? 55. Nogai is 54. Crimea is 87. And the Ottomans is 65. Naval thought suffering. With our attention shifting further from the Navy to the Army, some of our master shipwrights have decided to seek employment elsewhere. Lose 50 power. 50 diplomat power. And Tabaristan just got a little bigger. Do I want to try to make these cores, these state cores right now? I kind of do want to. Sure. Might be a mistake. We're about to go to war and take more land, and we probably need the admin, but An account of the new lands. Our conquistador may not have sent back gold, but he has sent back a magnificently detailed map of our new domains, and of all the unclaimed land waiting only for brave settlers to claim their destiny. Global settler increase for 20 years, plus 10. That's kind of funny because our domain happens to be over here and we don't have a conquistador there, and Theodora revolted. Those ones I will want to send both in for. And we can fabricate that claim. Or a claim. Whoa, whoa, Bukhar is all the way down here. How many troops do they have? 6,000. Just 6,000. I'm not worried. Fabricate the claim on Iglano. Call back this diplomat, I guess. Their allies will come into this. Probably should have checked how many they had. Kangra and Jaunpur. I haven't met them, so I can't see them, can I? Give it a day. I can actually check here. Jaunpur has a ton. I'm actually kind of surprised. But we should be fine. I might be wrong, but we should be fine. Let's increase the, or unmothball the forts up here, or at least some of them. And I'm going to actually mothball Saratov. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I actually want to unmothball Nizhny Novgorod because they could come through Kazan or something if they're not like rivals. They could also come through Nogai if they get military access. Then where are my next rebels likely? Kazan. So I'll bring this army up to that area to try to preemptively deal with. Actually, let's go with Nizhny Novgorod. I'm actually going to move these guys to Perm, and these guys can take the the provinces back here. Our heir August is now industrious. Is he a von Habsburg or something? Nope, he's a Gumsovud from Sweden. His stats suck, but he's young. And his best stat is admin. We've renewed a loan. We've two loans, actually. Colonization successful in Obdorsk. Good. The non-possessor movement. I can either lose inflation or gain patriarch authority. I already have 5, so I'd prefer. I don't like to lose patriarch authority once I have it. Commonwealth occupied Perm. We'll move on to Bashkir. Continue to occupy Udmurtia. This is for Iglano, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Well, their armies are actually huge, aren't they? All 3 of them combined are really big. Crimea declared war on Nogai. again, I'd prefer if more of them or if few of them exist, because that gives them fewer members of their coalition against me if they ever decide to try to form a coalition. Occupied Ishgar. Take these guys into Igloo now. Actually, let's not. Let's move them up to Bashgird. Select to gain influence. We're suffering winter attrition. I can make more state cores. I'm going to finish coring all the state stuff. The Emperor is now fertile. That's a useless modifier for us, but I guess I'd rather have it than it being a negative one. We need a new diplomatic advisor. Not going to get out of this cheap, am I? Go with trade. I wish I could get an improved relations guy instead. A diplomat. Move into the next one. I'll actually go up to Kurgan with my smaller army. Every time I see Kurgan, I think Highlander. The movie, not the TV show. And not any of the campy new movies, but like the original Highlander. Do I want to move north? I think so. These guys will move into the Terra Incognita. I'm hoping I'm not going to move into a battle or something. That's one thing that is dangerous about doing this. Finish off the last two state cores. It's about time, right? Yeah, discovery spreads. How's our Conquistador doing anyway? Stop exploring. I don't know why, but he needs to not do that. These guys are going to come and attack me because they're stupid. We've renewed a loan, of course we have. If I take this, this will be my first gold province. Have I already said this before? I feel like I've said it. Maybe I just thought it. Haven't found any forts yet. I'm hoping Jaunpur's military tech is significantly lower than mine. Are they like the dominant power in India or something? They have level 10 tech. We have level 15. Pretty sure that's an advantage to me. I'm actually gonna move these guys in and occupy cyber. Now it's almost all uncharted territory. Occupied Shakti. We'll go around the Aral Sea now, see if we can find anything. That's their capital, right? It is. I'm actually willing to move these guys in. If the natives up here rise, I need to move these guys back. Immediately, well, as soon as possible. occupied another thing. I think if I go siege their capital, pretty sure they'll want out of the war. Conscription resisted has expired. We just lost a ton of manpower. Because the anti-separatists are getting ready to rise finally. We'll try to occupy all the land on our way to their capital. I want to see how big that province is before I send these guys anywhere. Okay. So that looks like Bukhara as well, over in that direction. And I think this will be the end of their land. I might want to take this province too if I can, without getting too much aggressive expansion. Speaking of which, nope, no luck there. I was hoping maybe one of my possible advisors died. Obdorsk gets 1 base tax. These guys are just sitting down here. Let's move them back to Surgut, I think. The car is at medium war exhaustion or war enthusiasm. Occupied Va. Now move back down here. Actually, there looks like there's another province right in here. So go there first. We'll double back through and then loop around if we have to. Occupied Kaiselkum. That's a border. We've got particularists trying to take back stuff. Turco-Polish tension. Poland and the Ottoman Empire came into conflict in the 1670s and 80s when the Cossacks in the Polish part of the divided Ukraine submitted to the Ottoman Empire and called for Tatar aid against Poland. Victories won by Hetman Jan Sobieski only temporarily forestalled the threat, and in 1672 the Commonwealth faced a major invasion by the Ottoman Empire. The fall of the key border fortress at Kamianek-Podolsky was followed by the humiliating peace of Buxox. In 1683, Sobieski led a relief army to Vienna, besieged by the Ottomans, and as supreme commander of the Allied forces, won a resounding victory that marked the beginning of Ottoman withdrawal from Europe, gained manpower, and a claim on Nigbolu. November 12th. Okay, come on. Separatists in Kazan have risen up. Oh, we crushed them. Next are Reformed Zealots, which are really low on that list, or really low in power. So we'll bring our army up to Novgorod, and also up to Ustig, or Mezin, I guess. And prepare for the next war against Novgorod, and Bukhar's armies have finally shown themselves. What is Bukhara's tech at? Military tech 11. Maybe I should possibly we've already got 21% progress on their fort, their capital fort. We have Conquest against Nogai. Or lost Conquest? I wasn't paying attention. 28%. Stay there and... Oh, okay. Basically... Hey, the Great Horde doesn't hate us, probably. Because of our... aggressive expansion. We've won the Siege of Bukhara. I'm wondering if that's their only fort. I doubt it, but I haven't seen any others. What do you want to give me? They'll pay us a bunch of ducats. Well, I do want... Which ones were... which ones did I want? I want Agen and these three. Crimea, Kazan, Ottomans, Nogai. Those would be the ones willing to join a coalition against me. I almost said defensive pact. Let's also get as much money as we can. And war reparations? They don't like that. I think I can get more from them. So I'm going to wait until I like smash their army or something. We're going to Turkestan. Okay, go here. Surgat became self-sustaining. We'll go colonize up in Mangazia. Yeah, they're going east. I don't have access to forced march yet, do I? Nope. Hey, now they probably will be willing to do it. Cool. Give me all that money and we're good. Hey, and just in time for another war. This one I'm willing to increase autonomy in, I think. Well, first, let's score this stuff. And I think I want to... What was it? Let's mothball our forts. And then I want to unmothball the ones near here. Or one of the ones near here. And I think I'm going to keep these armies up here. Only a 23 supply limit there. That's a 28. Go to Iglino, I guess, and here, these guys can go to Tura. And we've lost the Conquest CB against them. What month exactly does this truce end? 1576? Yeah, March of 1576. So a little under a year to prepare for that. Or not prepare for that, but we'll be ready, regardless. And I think I need to end this episode.